going to peaks too. So let me look at something really quick with this file. I can just bring it in as a string, so I'm just going to set this as a string. Okay. So that needs to be set. And then the last thing is we want to clear out this whole table. So we're going to go entries underscore lst dot remove all. And then, last but not least, we're going to call this function once again, so that it fills it again with all the new information. So now that we've got that all taken care of, we should be able to add an update function here, just by adding the button function. So that would be the, I want to say we called it edit, yeah. So that's edit underscore btn dot on release equals function, and that's what it's going to kick off. Oh, sorry, that's not what it's going to kick off. It needs to grab, I need to grab this update one. So then when it kicks off the update, it'll do all that stuff. Okay, so now that we have that, we might as well just grab this, put one down here, so that we have that for later. So publish it once more, and let's see if we can get some edits going. Refresh the page here. That was number 5. And it edited number 5. So let's try it with the name. And there we go. So all of that's working so far. We have one thing left, and that's the delete. So we're just going to call the delete dgb. Paste that in. And we can actually already know what that return function should look like for the delete. It's right here. So I'm just going to go down here and paste in the same thing. And let's just set up our delete function now. Table, that's GB. Where do we want to delete it? We want to delete it where the ID is equal to list. Yeah, that's what we called it, list. And that's all we have to do. So then we're done with the delete function now. Oh, we need to call it in once right there on the delete button still. So grab it, paste it in, and we should be good to go. Now I'm checking this a lot more than I would normally with you guys. I just want to make sure that you know where if anything breaks, where to look at in the tutorial to see what you did wrong. And who knows, maybe I'll get something wrong. So this is entry number 7, and now it's gone. So I'm going to do entry number 5 where it's really noticeable. Well, it didn't work. So the delete's not working. So now let's go back and look at what's wrong with that. Let's go back and look at the actions once more really quick. Oh, there it is. I just had quotes around a variable. And it wasn't throwing any errors, so I knew it was something that was a small mistake, some naming convention mistake, because I didn't see any errors. So that's something to keep in mind when you're trying to do some of your error detection with this kind of stuff. If you don't see any errors, a lot of times it's a really small mistake like that. There we go. Now 5 just disappeared. Okay, so that's the tutorial. In the next tutorial, we're going to go over putting all of the login together and with it, then putting it together with this whole component. So we're going to put the login screen, which is going to be its own file, together with this guestbook file and the guestbook admin file, so that it's one autonomous unit. And that'll be in part 3. Thanks much.